Good morning. It is indeed a great honor to join the men and women of the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the U.S. Indo-Pacific Command in the opening ceremony for the 40th iteration of Balikatan. In 2009, I represented the Department of Foreign Affairs in this same hall for the opening ceremony of the 25th iteration of Balikatan. Those were very different times, with our countries facing different challenges. At that time, Balikatan, with its enhanced civic humanitarian component, was focused on winning hearts and minds and building Philippine capabilities in fighting terrorism. Times have indeed changed. The geostrategic environment is more complex and increasingly vulnerable to miscalculation. Moreover, natural disasters, such as what we have seen in Myanmar just last month, or a highly contagious and fatal virus, can literally paralyze institutions and quickly halt productivity, building further pressure on our security and development. Balikatan, our biggest annual activity, has been truly dynamic, constantly evolving to remain responsive to current and present challenges. And in this regard, I wish to congratulate the exercise directors for their hard work in this regard. This year's Balikatan was preceded, among others, by the visit of Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, the first cabinet official of President Trump's administration to visit the Philippines. And Manila was the first stop of Secretary Hegseth in his visit to the Indo-Pacific. The visit to Manila attests to the importance and strength of the Philippine-United States Treaty Alliance. President Marcos Jr. has always recognized the historic and personal ties of the Philippines and the United States. Under his leadership, the government and our private sector partners are advancing our alliance in accordance with our shared security, economic, and social-cultural objectives. The President has underscored the critical nexus of defense and economic security and the opportunity to enhance our bilateral alliance and to address more effectively areas of critical importance. Secretary Teodoro and Secretary Hegseth have also committed to setting a robust agenda for both our defense departments. Their joint decision to deepen our defense industrial cooperation, deeply and deploy cutting-edge military capabilities to Balikatan, and enhance our cybersecurity cooperation builds on the President's directives and ensures that the alliance is appropriately lifting our preparedness to address threats or coercion. For our part, the Philippines has consistently demonstrated our continuing resolve to live up to our alliance by building a self-reliant defense posture and advancing defense modernization. With almost 75 years of education exchange, joint training and exercises, and actual humanitarian assistance and disaster response experience under our belt, Balikatan 2025 will showcase our commitment to the Mutual Defense Treaty and to regional security and stability. With the growing participation of partner nations, namely Australia, Japan, the United Kingdom, Canada, and France, and around 20 observers from the armed forces of other governments in the region and across the Pacific, it is clear Balikatan also serves broader regional aspirations and priorities. And this is only possible because of the enduring Philippine-United States alliance, which is firmly anchored on the values and principles of peace, democracy, fairness, social progress, and justice. The Philippines and the United States are committed to the preservation and enhancement of regional security and economic prosperity. And we believe that each country, big or small, has the strategic agencies to stand for and defend its national interest, in particular its sovereignty and territorial integrity. The Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Indo-Pacific Command have played a large role in this effort. But I also wish to thank the many stakeholders for their support, especially with respect to the exercise locations and the EDCA sites. And in conclusion, I merely wish, but this is a big wish, to salute both our armed forces and wish you Godspeed as you begin Balikatan 40 2025. Maraming salamat and thank you.